Wild Card Weekend. And off we go on this fine Sunday. And this one goes out of bounds on the opening kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here is Penix. Inside the 30. Down the left sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Atlanta. Hey, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, starting the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And good blocking up front. Paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. Left side in the hands of London. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. Penalty yardage moves them closer for this 3rd down attempt in his 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll throw on first down with Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
What can they do here on third down and 7? They'll try to get this one on the ground. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. That's fielded at about the 18. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Now Penix. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Looking to throw. It's Penix. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be third down. They send him right out of the slot. Penix on third down. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. They're going to go play action with Penix. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Penix. Quick throw here is complete. So after one, here on Super Wild Card Weekend, 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Throwing again, it's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down. Here's Logan Cook now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. 1st and 10. Pistol formation with Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Here's the punter now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. On first down, it's Penix.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Penix. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He'll get this out to his running back. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
To throw again, it's Penix. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Daniil Hunter, ex-rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the Falcons will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Into space. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Penix. He's going to air this one out. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Second down and 3. Here's Jackson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Back to the ground after the penalty. There he goes. Inside the 30. Ah, strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, ending your own goal line, away with a pick to save them some points.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
Pitts is the man in motion. Throwing now, Penix on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the lefty Penix on first down, going for it all. That's caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 72 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Moody now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Falcons will get out in front 17-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Jackson now to throw on first down. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. A ball deep for the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout. They'll throw on first down with Penix. He'll let one go down the middle. One back the distance. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. So it is halftime here in the NFC Wild Card matchup as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Here's 3rd and 7. Jackson now. Catch left side is made by Higgins. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
He'll struggle to get positive yardage here, only up to about the 5. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here is Penix. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get to about the 15. That's it. Second down and 8. Here's Penix. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Slot receiver headed right. On 3rd down, Penix. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Atlanta.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up 1st down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Play action now. Jackson. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Penix. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson. And the Cardinals will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both were...
I fumbled the football. It's scooped up by the Falcons.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
On second down, Penix. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. In motion, it's Jackson. Penix gonna throw again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We'll see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Penix. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Falcons. Extra point up and good. 10, 24-14 is their lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Falcons have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. Ronnie Stanley, the former 6th overall pick, guilty there. Here's a run going left. He'll get a couple of yards back, but it will be 2nd and long. London brought in motion. On 2nd down, here's Penix. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A run on 1st and goal. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd and goal, it's Penix. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Moody's kick is good. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Taking off. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Arizona. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Cardinals are back within 6. A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Bigsby. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Now timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And 4th down's coming up. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores. And it's 1st and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Jackson up top again. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. Here's first down. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons.